Welcome back into the Sports Source, the segment of our program brought to you by Safety Systems. Well, if you want to give the guy in your life the ultimate holiday gift, call VFL JJ Surlis and ask him about the incredible home theater systems that Safety Systems is known for. They can fit any budget. They are fantastic. You can trust me on that. Safety Systems. Give them a call this week. Talk to them about the audio and visual needs. All right, I want to remind you, coming up Saturday, 10:30 over on Fox 43, Josh Ward, Ryan Callahan will join me to discuss the early signing period. It's our final show of the year over there, and we're going to be talking about hot prospects, tight battles, and expectations for the fall's early signing period. That's next Saturday, 10:30 a.m. on Fox 43. All right. Mark Pankratz, in about 6 minutes, Tennessee is going to play Texas A&M Corpus Christi, give or take a few. I'm not going to ask you for a preview of that game. We didn't do that earlier because it would put people to sleep because Tennessee's going to win in a walk. But what do you want to see from Tennessee today? What do you want to see them work on?
Well, work inside out. Their biggest guy's 6'8", $195, so really he's probably about 6'6" because all rosters are a little lie on there. But to work inside out and to be able to move out of, they're going to come double Grant Williams, double Admiral on the block. How do they handle zone and different defensive looks? And then we talked about earlier, what does the depth look like? Lamonte's not playing, not because his shoulder's not healed, but because of mental issues of being able to handle his shot. So who steps up behind those guys? That's what you're looking for in a game like this.
Right. I want to see East Pines go 4 for 4 at the free throw line. He's 1 of 8 on the season.
So bring up the percentage.
Here's a guy you want to play more, but if you can't make a free throw, that's such a handicap to have on the floor.
1 of 8 is pretty bad.
Yeah. A game like this, I just like to see another windmill dunk or something.
All right, let's move on to the last topic. I asked folks on Twitter this week, how much time before you start to judge Jeremy Pruitt? Let's go ahead and show this up here. Question, how much time do you give him? He's got 5 more seasons on his contract. When will you start making judgments on his ability? 57% said after next season. 29% said, I've already made that judgment. He is the guy. 12% said, I'll make that judgment after season 5.
Wow.
And 2% said, I've already made that judgment. He is not the guy. Are you surprised by the results there? 57% said they will start to judge him on his ability after next season.
I am a little bit. I think year 3 is when you should have a better idea. So I think that's what's fair. I think the first 2 years he's got such a major rebuilding job that I don't think it would necessarily be fair. You may see things along the way that may sway you a little bit one way or the other, but as far as really making a judgment on whether he's the right guy, I think year 3.
Yeah, he's got to have a chance to get in those 25 guys and 25 guys and 25 guys that are going to be playing.
He keeps talking about getting better players. He's got to give him time to get them in. Mike, in terms of timing on Jeremy Pruitt, are you surprised that 57% say next year?
Well, it said after next year,
after
right?
Next year.
So I assume that means year 3.
Going into year 3.
Going into
no, it
year
means
3.
after year 2, I'll make my decisions.
Okay. No, I'm not. I'm not surprised. I mean, it's such an impatient world.
Yes.
I think there's more than 31% who make
Probably after the
this
Florida
year.
game next year, there'll be people making a decision.
Mark, as a coach, we were talking about this before. We were off camera before the show. We were talking about Rick Barnes, and okay, here's what it looks like this year. What's it look like next year? And the next year, you just got to keep that thing rolling. As somebody who's been in the business and chose to get out of it, when you look at how quickly these guys are judged, what's your thoughts from the other side of the sideline, if you will?
Well, part of it's what you sign up for when you're in that career. You know it's going to be quick. You're paid a lot of money, at least at the head guy, to have those judgments come quick. But it's what got me out of it is because there is so much uncertainty. You look at Kentucky football, they've stayed the course, and they kind of understand who they are as a program, stayed the course, and they had a really good year. So I think you got to develop some consistency at some point in these programs.
John, look at the difference of what the opinion of Rick Barnes would have been after year 2 when he was, what, 500 coach? And after last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at the difference.
That's a good point. Year 3.
Yes.
Year 3.
He'd already checked in.
All right, and then unfortunately, it can still get to year 4, and you don't know what's happening in year 5 with Butch Jones. All right, thanks to all these guys. Thanks to you. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you Saturday, 10:30 on Fox. We'll see you right back here next Sunday at 11. Bye.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame. Shadow boxes come with a lifetime guarantee.